Welcome to this simulated Mingle Grove dating group online, gathering for members from 18 to 30 years old. One of the great things about Mingle Grove is that our members take the lead in creating interactive, fun, and casual ways to connect, just like this group discussion. These sessions are arranged and run by members, with volunteers scheduling and moderating the conversations using MG's content. Mingle Grove provides guidance, suggested scripts, and tips, but these gatherings belong to you. They're a way to ease into involvement, meet people naturally, and interact without pressure or commitment. Think of it as a way to test the waters, to see how people engage in conversation, pick up on their personalities, and maybe even make a connection that leads to something more. And while online discussions are a great starting point, MG encourages taking the next step, organizing the group into an in-person meetup. This video is a simulation of what a typical group-led session might look like. So sit back, enjoy, and imagine yourself jumping into one of these discussions. This simulation is aimed at a specific dating age group, but online meetups work well for other dating age groups and activity groups as well. Mingle Grove considers online mingling a key part of encouraging connections. From the convenience of your home, you can take the first steps to find and talk with others. Note that every group in Mingle Grove is video gathering ready, including member-created groups. But depending on the number of people meeting at one time and/or other possible restrictions from our providers, Zoom and Whereby, group founders may need to register and may incur some costs, although currently free. We encourage members to help us explore ways to make the Zoom meetings fun. MG will provide suggested ideas and tips, including display recommendations, various web camera and lighting purchase options, and will take advantage of any new advances to make meeting online convenient, fun, and as personal as possible. Of course, it will always better to meet face-to-face, so do that too.
Hey everyone! Welcome to tonight's Mingle Grove group discussion for our 18 to 30-year-old dating members. I'm Roseanne, and Mingle Grove asked me to volunteer as your session guide. My role is simple. I'll help keep things flowing, make sure everyone gets a chance to chime in, and most importantly, make sure we have fun with this. Dating can be an adventure, sometimes hilarious, sometimes awkward, and sometimes just downright surprising. The goal here is to have an open, light-hearted conversation where we get to know each other a little better. No pressure, no judgment, just a good time with interesting people. To kick things off, I have 3 fun discussion topics for us tonight. We'll vote for the one we like best, and that will be our main focus. Here are the options. 1. Flirting 101. The good, the bad, and the cringeworthy. Let's swap stories about our best and worst flirting attempts, because let's be honest, we've all had some moments. 2. Turn-ons and turn-offs. Unpopular opinions edition. One of the little things that unexpectedly make someone irresistible or send you running. 3. Dating app horror stories and happy endings. From ghosting to golden moments, let's hear what's made online dating unforgettable for you. Okay, let's do a quick vote. Just hold up a finger, 1, 2, or 3, to show which topic you're most interested in. I'll take a look and tally it up. Number 1. Great choice. Let's dive in. I'll start us off with a quick thought, and then I'd love for everyone to jump in and share. Remember, no need to be shy. This is a relaxed space, and your stories, opinions, and insights make this fun. All right, we're diving into Flirting 101, the good, the bad, and the cringeworthy. Flirting is an art. Some people are naturals, and some of us, well, we have stories to tell. Let's get into it.
Oh man, I've got one. I once tried to be smooth by quoting a movie, like full-on romantic drama vibes, and the girl just stared at me and said, "Is that from The Notebook?" I was like, maybe? Totally backfired.
Okay, but at least you went for it. I once had a guy flirt with me by challenging me to a staring contest. It was so awkward, but somehow it worked. We ended up laughing so much we actually hit it off.
I don't think I even have a flirting style. Like, how do you even flirt without feeling ridiculous?
Honestly, I think the best flirting doesn't feel like flirting. It's just being playful and making the other person smile. Marcus, I bet you flirt all the time without realizing it. Be yourself. The right person will respond to you. not some polished version of you.
Maybe. Or maybe I just make bad dad jokes and hope someone finds it charming.
Okay, let's talk about pickup lines. Do they ever work? Because I had a guy message me on a dating app with, "Are you French? Because I feel for you." And I actually replied,
That's impressive. My go-to is just staring at someone until they feel uncomfortable and talk to me first.
David, that's a bold strategy. So, let's flip it. What's a floating move that actually worked on you?
I once had someone compliment my laugh, not just, "Oh, you have a nice laugh," but they said it made them happy just hearing it. That stuck with me.
Yeah, I think flirting works best when it's about noticing the small things. Like, instead of just saying, "You're pretty," say, "You have this way of tilting your head when you're thinking, and it's kind of adorable." Specific compliments hit differently.
That's a great point, Michael. All right, last question before we wrap. What's one piece of flirting advice you'd give your past self?
Stop overthinking it and just have fun.
Confidence is key, but don't force it. If it feels awkward, it probably is.
Be yourself. The right person will respond to you, not some polished version of you.
I love that. This was such a great conversation. You all made it fun and hilarious, and I think we've learned a few things too. Thanks for making the space awesome, and I hope to see you all in the next session. All right, everyone, we're breaking into smaller groups for some fun discussions. Your group will have 4 members, and you'll have 10 minutes to dive into your assigned question. Your topic is your best and nth. Worst pickup lines. Have you ever used one? Had one used on you? Did it actually work? Feel free to share stories, laugh a little, and see if you agree on what works and what doesn't. I'll bring you back when time's up. Enjoy!
All right, let's get to the good stuff. Who here has actually used a pickup line before?
I mean, define used. If making fun of bad ones counts, then yes, constantly. But as a serious strategy? No way.
I tried one once, and it was a disaster. I walked up to a girl at a bar and said, "Are you a magician? Because whenever I look at you, everyone else disappears." She just blinked and said, "That's concerning."
Oh, that's rough. But I give you credit for trying. I actually had one work only once. A guy walked up and said, "Hey, I was trying to think of a clever pickup line, but I got distracted by your smile." It was sweet because it felt genuine.
See, that's the trick. The cheesy ones don't work, but if you say it like you mean it, people eat it up. Like, "Are you from Tennessee?" Because you're the only 10 I see about's cringe. But if you own it with confidence, might just work.
Jake, I pray you're not out there actually using that one.
Okay, but what's the worst line someone has used on you?
Oh, easy. A guy once said, "Are you my appendix?" Because I don't understand how you work, but I have this weird feeling inside that I should take you out. I was like, nope.
That is horrific.
I gotta respect the creativity, though.
All right, so do pickup lines ever work, or should we just avoid them entirely?
They work if they lead to a real conversation. If you just drop the line and stare, it's weird. But if you follow it up with actual charm, it's not so bad.
I think a real compliment works better than any line. Like, tell me something specific you notice about me. That's way more interesting.
Honestly, I'd respond to that.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a great conversation. That was just a taste of what we can do in smaller settings, and I encourage you to keep these discussions going. Before we wrap up, I just want to say thanks for showing up and making this a great space for everyone. The best part of Mingle Grove is the people, and you all proved that tonight. We'll have more of these sessions coming up, so stay tuned. And hey, if you vibed with someone tonight, whether as a friend or something more, don't be shy. Send a message, keep the conversation going. Thanks again, everyone. See you next time.
And that's a wrap on another great Mingle Grove online group discussion simulation. These sessions aren't just about dating, they're about meeting people in a relaxed way and seeing where the conversations lead. Maybe you related to someone's perspective, shared a laugh, or even felt drawn to someone's personality. Since members run and schedule these discussions themselves, you can always volunteer to host or suggest a topic to keep the group fresh and fun. And remember, the best connections happen when we take things beyond the screen. So consider setting up an in-person meetup, joining a group event, or simply reaching out to keep the conversation going.